Hello and welcome to another episode of the Grandest Adventure. It is the 1st of February in the year 2022. Greetings and welcome, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump right into it with the recap. Yeehaw!
All right. So 2 episodes ago, we ended at going through this pretty um, well-crafted door, which we figured out getting into that door, we had to draw the Ottoman symbol on it. And as we went in, we found what we expected to be an Ottoman, basically hideout that was recently abandoned. We found some fur and everything to kind of assure ourselves it was Ottoman territory. But they all recently left, so we left out the only door we saw, where we assumed everyone else probably left towards. As we left, we entered a more cavern-like area, still headed further down. There's more glowing moss type, but then glowing mushrooms, but still the same type of glow. As we headed down the cavern, we hit a more open area where in the distance we saw a big gem on top of a stalagmite that looked to be magical in nature. It was swirling and doing all types of cool things looking like, and this caught Merrick's attention deeply. He immediately started heading towards the gem, as we all kind of were digging around a little bit, following him slowly. And all of a sudden, we were attacked by these two cloaked magical brothers who were defending the area. And they were some pretty potent boys. They had put some cool AoE spells down on us. One with tangling roots, and one with some electric clouds that was just shocking us all over the place. We eventually got to the gem, which I don't believe the gem actually did anything. If I remember right, it was just there and wasn't really that important.
Well, actually, there was something
No, it was
really
it was
important
super
about
important.
the gem.
Yeah, it was really important.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, it was super important.
Super important. We have that gem though, right? I mean, we collected that. We got that gem. We got that gem, did you? Yeah, we got that gem.
I
And
don't.
then, so
No, I think it was just a glowing rock, not necessarily a gem, if that makes sense.
okay, fair enough. But eventually, with the fight with the brothers, we were able to get them to stop fighting after Merrick dropped his disguise as a Ampling, and got them to work with us with the threat of killing one of the brothers. So once we got them to work with us and were able to discuss that we're not there to hurt anybody, that we're there to help, if anything, they asked us if we were looking for our Angram, which we've never heard the name Angram, but that's where they took us. So after everything wrapped up, they took us to go see Angram, and we walked into this big, kind of beautiful area with the water pouring in, flowers. There's a bunch of people there. I believe there's more of those glowing mushrooms, just like pretty much a little civilization down here. And he brought us in front of Angram, Angram we don't know too much about yet, but apparently he knows a bit about us, because he referred to us as what we kind of depicted we were so far, where I always forget that I need to really write the three things that these are called. There's the seer, what are the three things?
The Seeker, the Seer, and the Savant.
Oh man,
Seeker, the seer, and the savant. Yes.
couldn't get to the mute button fast enough.
So he knows about us, and hopefully we're about to learn a little bit about him and what he knows about us. I don't know if anyone has anything to add. I think that's where we left off.
Yeah, so there was a deal. There was a bet that was made last session that we didn't really have a chance to resolve, and that was, I'm pretty sure I bet to Vitorus that he something cool is going to happen when he touched the rock. Something cool did happen. I don't remember what it was, but I won that bet.
Tavi bet that he wouldn't even get to touch the rock.
Oh, that's right. He bet that he wouldn't even get to touch the rock, which he did.
He did.
Yeah, touch that rock.
Yes. So I get to slug him once.
Yeah, we'll.
I thought you
we'll have
did
time.
that mid-combat.
Yeah, you like shot at him, right?
No, I mean I was just trying to use my new belt of giant strength to
I was
just give him
thinking
like
for a second. That skipped in my mind for a
like
second.
a dead
I was
arm.
Yeah, I was
You know
like,
what I
what are
mean?
you gonna do? I was like, what are you gonna do punching that big guy? I forgot. You got the belt. It's gonna be.
That's gonna be comical.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just, trying to give him a wallop. That's all. Like when you, like between two friends, when you play that game where you like hold the circle thing below your waist and then punch him in the arm. Like punch bug. You know what I mean? That's all. Anyways, carry on.
I think that's where we left off.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like he said something to the effect of like, "It's about time you got here," or something like that. As if you were expecting us.
Yes. That is what he said. We're gonna go ahead and actually start this off. Not directly in conversation with him, because he kind of was like, "Hey, y'all, go rest up. I will meet with you later. We have some shit to take care of before I really am able to sit down and talk with you." So is there anything you guys would like to have as like a description before we go? Because I'm not really going to let you ask questions with him yet or really talk to him yet. But is there anything you want to look at before?
Just in this room?
Yeah, before we get shuffled. Both in this room, him, who's around him, anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I am interested in. There's like a lot of things that Torek sees in here that he probably has not ever seen before, right? I mean, like trees, plants.
It's quite colorful down here.
Yeah, I guess I would like to
giving
just
off all sorts of lights. You see, there's actually a good amount of. You'd probably say no more than 50 Ottoman down and around here. Of various ages. There are a good chunk of children in this. I would say refugee camp.
I guess the one thing that I'm particularly interested in is like, are there any perceived like sources of power or energy? Torek's most interested in understanding how it works. So if there's any sort of like, he's just generally curious about the area. And if
You're
there's
saying
any
besides,
sort of, like, is this a place of power?
Besides this old guy in front of you that you can clearly feel he is just radiating fucking power. Well, do you remember the description I gave him?
He seems like the wise.
Yeah, I
old
remember the
sage
whole
of the
description, but
area.
could you do it again?
Can I do it again just to make sure it's double check? Yeah. So
I mean, just to get it fresh,
he is you could tell he's very old because all of his fur has turned gray. He has, instead of, basically he has regular arms that end just below or just above, just below the elbow. From there they're kind of like wrapped up stumps, and then you see basically his forearm bones protruding out of each. That's basically how each arm is. And instead of a regular hand and everything, you see a ethereal, glowing, kind of like a dark blue mage hand for each hand there. Hello? Am I on mute?
No, you're not on mute. That is, damn.
Pretty cool.
This man understands amputees. Okay. I guess does it? It might. Do I get close enough to him to see like where his hands like ended, like the wounds there, and like how that was treated or healed or anything like that?
You can clearly see that, like he has mage hands, and that there's
Yep.
just a fucking like forearm bones, like in
Yep.
there. There's no hand skeletons, no hand bones, but both arms. It's just below the elbow, is where the flesh actually ends, and there's like bandaged, and then it just basically very quickly turns. It's like a stump with a bone sticking out of
Damn.
it,
Okay.
and that's each arm.
Okay. Uh. Interesting. No, I guess that's all I'm interested in this area.
So we called Merrick the wrong thing. I knew this was going to be bad.
He did call you something else, yes. He called
He
you the
called-
seer.
Yeah, it was the seer, the seeker, and the savant. Those were always the three, not the scion.
Oh, he is the scion of the Fae, though.
He is absolutely.
Yeah,
No, he has a glowing eye.
Yeah,
I'm not
Sarah.
sure that being called the seer.
Samsara is the seer.
Oh,
Where's Samsara? What happened to Samsara? I don't want seer. Seer goes blind.
all right. We keep a weary eye.
Merrick only has one weary eye.
Wait, I'm sorry. 'Cause again, so the seeker, the scion, the savant. What he didn't call you the?
He was saying that Samsara was the seer, and that he was something else. Was it originally the seer, the seeker, the savant, and the scion? Was it four?
We've never been called this before. One. And the second thing is the otter guy said seeker, seer, savant. And
Oh, he said seeker.
at least
seer,
Phil
savant.
and Merrick have known Samsara to be the seer. I think we've actually heard her call herself that. Right?
Oh, interesting.
I don't think there was a the before it. I think it was an A before it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes it so.
I have to look back in the recordings anyway because I cannot remember if she called herself a seeker or a seer. But it was a lowercase, not the seeker or the seer.
Yeah, because she told me, because she even mentioned to like Philo that she was a seeker, right? That Philo was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She called Philo the seeker, but I always thought she was like the seer, but she's just a seer.
Gotcha.
I think it was a seer too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I intended it as a lowercase s, not an uppercase. For her, anyway.
Is that DM speak for don't think too hard about it?
I mean, maybe not.
No, and he also said specifically like a noted difference. So like, I gotta think something.
There's
about
probably
it.
a difference between, there's probably multiple seers in these different realms, but there's a difference between the seer and a seer, right? Is that what you're getting at? I think that's what you're
Yeah, man. Like, listen, there's lots and lots of rocks out there, but everybody knows when you say the rock what you're talking about.
It's true. True.
It's true.
All right. Am I doing my thing with what I'm looking at?
Yeah, baby. What
All
are
right,
people
all right.
checking out?
So I want to get like the idea of like what's it look like? What do the people seem like they're doing? Is it all Otterman that I'm seeing?
They are
Does
all
it look
checking
like
checking you
people-
out right now. They're all Otterman. You haven't
So-
seen a non-Otterman down here, but they're all like Oh, some of them are just standing in plain view checking you out. A lot of them, though, are like hiding, trying not to be seen too much, but, just like curious onlookers. You definitely get the vibe that maybe they don't get too many visitors down here, especially visitors that are of the humanoid variety.
Do they look like they're struggling too much, like depressed? Or they look kind of like they're kind of like a happy civilization going on down here?
Roll an insight check.
This is a good question to ask.
Um, hmm. Yeah, you can't really tell. It's colorful down here.
Is there any like you said there was a bunch of kids? Is there any like kids playing?
At this particular moment, no. Everybody's checking you guys out because you're new, fresh. You're new, and you've never. People don't like you've seen around. People that are humanoid are not very common. And visitors, you get the idea that visitors here are not very common in general.
Otters standing up are fairly humanoid, I think.
Correct, but
They
I should
do
say
a little thing.
non-anthropomorphic animals.
So I imagine like the kids would probably be stopping and checking us out.
Oh yeah. You also get the
Can we say
impression
there's,
that
like-
maybe they were cowering in fear not too long ago because they heard battle going on not too far away.
True. Do they happen to have like maybe a ball laying around that they were playing with or something?
Yeah, there's a ball somewhere, definitely. They're playing ball.
Okay.
You actually,
As they drop the ball and
you
we're
actually
paying
see that
attention
it's
to
like
me.
there was a few kids around an almost like a tetherball kind of looking thing. They're just standing there around it.
Gotcha. I'm gonna walk up and tetherball. My God, who picks that? I'm gonna kind of like walk up to the ball and start like playing with it and hacky sack it a little bit and just like ask, what are we playing?
Okay. They're just staring at you, like in awe. You're just like hacky sacking it up, like.
Yeah, I'm just playing with it, just like kind of like showing off, like not like showing off, just trying to like, well, a little bit, cause the kids, so like doing stuff with the ball that they wouldn't normally see, and then trying to get someone to play a game with me.
Yeah, roll an athletics check really quick.
I feel like if Torek saw this, he would probably join in.
Yeah. You like hack it like twice, and then it like fucking ricochets out and around, and then it like comes back and it like bonks you a little bit, and that makes the kids giggle.
Obviously, I'm not very good here. Can you guys show me how to play?
Yeah, we can show you how to play.
All right, here. Let's see. I'm gonna pass on the ball and
You start yeehaw
yeah.
and playing with the kids. Cool, Torque. You go over and follow along.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing.
All right, Merrick. Before they go over and start doing that whole shebang, what are you checking out? What are you observing? What are you doing?
I want to also see if there's trouble in paradise. That Philo was trying to do that insight check.
Yeah, roll me an
Like, is
insight.
there a deep dark secret down here that, like, guy? I want to prove that this guy's the bad guy that we're trying to stop.
All right, so you're looking for proof that Gray Hand is really the Red Hand. Oh yeah, you found it all right. This guy is
That's right,
bad
I did.
news. Oh yeah, he's the one. That, you know what?
I knew it.
You smell it in your nose. It's the same magical residue that exploded at the what's it called? The King Quaid's place. It's just radiating off this fucking guy's arms.
Oh, so that's how he lost his arms. He freaking blew up Kincaid.
That's it. Boom, arms are gone, and they're just replaced with magic arms. That's gotta be how he got them. At least what you think.
Actually, quite convincing that is possible. That'd be good. I was gonna do something else, but I kind of want to like whisper magically to Toric, like, something's up, buddy. Keep your eye out. These guys are fishy.
Well, what languages do you guys speak? Like, do you guys have different languages you can talk in? I feel like I never asked you this.
Can you, Mayor? Can you talk Gnomish?
It's an odyssey.
Huh?
It's an odyssey. Oh, Gnomish. I have halfling.
Gotcha. Then we can only speak common.
I speak Elvish and Orc.
We planned this out very nicely.
We are all from different fucking like corners of the world.
Yeah, you are. It's a diverse party. It's okay.
We're prepared to talk to other people, but not to each other.
I have a cantrip message that lets me whisper secret messages.
Yeah. Go ahead, message him secretly. You just talk into your hand. How I like to imagine it. Or you just like kind of pick
Yeah,
up your.
like you know how you do finger phone.
Yeah, you do that, but you're like doing it in your like jacket pocket right now.
So this is a one-way message that Merrick sends to Toric. Hey, Toric. No, it's one way. I think that this guy lost his hands blowing up Kincaid with that bomb. Yeah. Hands up. But you can respond.
I think that when Toric hears this, first he gives like a little bit of a start because he's not really expecting it, and then he looks around, looks at Merrick, goes like and then nods, and still is very much interested in the use of Mage Hand replacement for hands and how that might help him deal with his foot thing.
Yeah, I think that's all Merrick's. Now he's kind of suspiciously suspecting this guy more. I feel like
He does seem suspiciously suspect.
So why those guys are playing tetherball? What are you doing about it?
Every time Theo hits the ball, I use prestidigitation to make fart noises.
That is so good.
All right. Well, this guy's gonna like go. He said he was gonna go. He had to go take care of a security thing. At over in his kind of meditation area was his whole kind of segue to get out of here. So he is gonna dip out and then leave you guys kind of on your own. So are you just gonna like make farting noises while he walks away, or are you making the tetherball fart every time he hits it?
If he he's walking away, I'm gonna go invisible and follow this dude.
Nice. You got spell slots for that right now still?
I got one spell slot.
Hell yeah, you going invisible, baby? And following this guy?
Yeah, greater invisibility.
Oh.
One spell slot. This
Wow.
is what's
No,
nice.
we didn't do this. I just turned all my stuff back to where it was. Turned it all back. As soon as I heard you guys go taking a rest, I moved. I changed my.
Oh my god.
I changed it all back.
Did
I
we?
changed it all back.
It's all right. It's just going invisible.
This is my last Merrick original. I get up to a minute of super invisibility.
Yeah, this is like. Yeah, it's
This
greater
guy
visibility is
100% already
good.
knows you're there.
I can do shit like and stay invisible. I get a minute.
Yep. Yeah,
By the
that's
way, Philo is not thinking about this guy being bad at all. Philo is just actually just having fun.
oh yeah, Philo's still kid. Philo's blending right on in. All right, we're gonna do some fun Merrick shit. Merrick, can you roll me a stealth check with advantage, please? I want to see how stealthy you are. I want to see how much noise you're not making or are making.
I am quite the. No, you think I got advantage? Yeah,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 18. It's pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah, you managed to follow this guy and his the two twins back to or the two brothers back to the guy's little temple. And it's just a relatively simple stone structure built on the opposite side of this little grotto. You could tell the stones that the temple are made from look like they're very, very smooth, like they've been shaped by water over a very long time. And they all are kind of stacked nice and neatly, and they fit together very well. But it's just a bare, little small, smooth, square kind of temple, maybe 10 by 10 or so, with it's got a little, two little streams flowing through it, and a little soft blue cushion sitting in the middle. And you see Greyhand, he goes ahead and walks up forward to it, and he sits down on the cushion, crosses his legs, and you see the mage hands actually flicker and fade out as he sits there. He stretches his arms out wide. Then he raises them up, forming a sort of Y. And you see from the tips of his bones and his arms, a very light crackling blue kind of lightning is fizzling from there. And can you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure can.
All right, cool. With 17, you notice two things. One, you feel just for a moment the ground lurch under you, and you could see it actually in the water. The water kind of like moved a little bit, and then you don't feel that lurch anymore. It reminded you of being on like a wagon or something when it first starts moving. And then the second thing you noticed is not just the tips of his bones are glowing blue, but also you can tell under the rags on the stumps of his arms are glowing like a blue too, but very faint. It's like under the bandages.
Cool. what are the brothers doing? Did they like say anything, or did he just start going all shaman on like out of nowhere?
Yeah, he didn't say shit. They basically just stood at the entrance, and were kind of like facing out, with their arms crossed. They're like not participating in whatever ritual he's performing. You
How
actually
much
see
time
like,
do I have?
you got. They were quick getting over here. You have another 30 seconds.
Okay, I want to get as close as I can with and still like comfortably get back out while invisible.
Okay, you trying to get like close up to Greyhand?
Yeah,
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I wanna like I wanna like understand what he's doing, like magically.
Um,
Like if I felt this type of magic before, is this blue color familiar? Like is there any frame of reference that Merrick would recognize any aspect of this?
roll
could try.
roll an Arcana check for me.
If it's unfamiliar, like totally to him, I get that. Because
Yeah.
we're kind of like in a different plane of reality. But
Okay, well, let's see what your Arcana rolls up. Okay, 12. He's casting some sort of. It's almost along the same lines of magic when Toric casts Catapult. You get the same kind of vibes from it. It's not the same exact spell, obviously, but you get a feeling it does the same thing.
okay,
That's all you're gonna get with the 12. You just know that the kind of spell he's casting, not like how he's casting it.
that confirms Merrick's working theory of what he was currently saying.
You want to share with the class?
Well, right now he he thinks it's like some kind of like we went into like a crab or like a turtle or something, and we're like the whole cavern is moving.
Your senses would seem to confirm that, yes.
Can I? All right, I want to get out of there before I turn visible, but I also want to see if I can tell if the cavern is alive.
Okay. This I think is going to take you a little bit longer to do because you're going to like kind of like casually stroll around and like just, like feel the walls, like walk up, check out the ground, feel it to see if you're like checking to see if there's any pulses or if there's like breathing maybe, so like that's what you're doing right now is you're just like casually taking a loop around.
You see Merrick like bent over with his ear to the ground a lot.
Yeah.
Just like listening.
You walk up to the wall, you like rub off a little bit of moss and you like lick it a little bit and you're like,
Do you mean like alive, or do you mean like Torque's catapult's alive?
I think he's looking for blood and flesh,
What is
right?
catapult?
Blood and flesh, not like
not. Yeah, are you looking for blood and flesh, or are you looking for like magically alive?
Oh, I was thinking like magically alive.
Okay, because I was imagining you were like, all right, we're inside of a big crab, and I'm like, dude, you are really fucking rolling with this 3 insight check you got before.
Yo, I mean that's what I thought is that we were inside some sort of a magical beast.
So I'm thinking like Griffin, like when in Ether Sea when the turtle had stuff growing on it.
Yeah. No, okay.
And it moved.
Yeah.
Like,
are you inside some
I don't know,
clamshell?
growing mushroom.
The
Yeah,
clan's
kinda.
moving. Yeah, okay, I
If
get
this
it.
is an underground lion turtle, then I get to talk to it, so I get the powers.
Deal.
Okay. So, yes, carry on checking everything out with your ears and you're like knocking on stuff and waiting, putting your ear next to it. You're casting like basic
Yeah, you ever seen
prestidigitation on stuff.
the video of that Japanese chocolate game? They're
Yeah.
trying to like figure out if you
Yeah,
eat
you
chocolate.
figure out what's chocolate in the room. Yeah, you're just doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go back to Toric and Philo. Yeah, Tavi's just he like fuck it is like walking off. He's going to go try and take a bath, he thinks. Somewhere maybe. That's what he wants to go do. Is bathe.
The big pool in the middle, just
Yep.
dive in.
Yep. He's gonna go just check to make sure it's cool that he does it and he's not like, pulling a Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Really getting that fucking
It's a heated pool. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry. It's not
Yeah,
too
right.
cold.
So, what are you two doing? You're just still continuing to play tetherball?
As well, but then I'm gonna be a little bit tired looking, and I'm gonna ask if they have anything to eat.
Yeah. What does use people what do you eat?
The vegetables, meat, probably the same things you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have some rotten fish if you want some of that. That's meat, right?
You don't have any fresh fish?
No, fresh fish is gross. You gotta
Fair
let
enough,
it.
fair enough.
You gotta let it sit for a while to develop the good flavor.
Oh, okay.
You just stick your whole face about it. So good. You know it's really good when like you wait long enough so like all the bones just kind of melt away. There's no crunches. It doesn't pick you in the teeth and the gums. So good.
It's not.
It's almost lunchtime
particularly
if you
my-
want to have some.
I think I'm gonna pass. Do you just have somewhere I can lay down for a little bit?
Oh yeah, sure, probably. There's lots of places to lay down here. The moss is comfy. I can show you where I lay down. Yeah, come on, let's go show where we lay down. Yeah, and you got like 3 kids like pulling you in different directions. To like they're all kind of in the same direction. They're pulling you all over to like where.
Yeah, I'm
the house is.
gonna go.
Yeah, cool. Toric.
Okay, so I want to look around here for. I guess if this is this is some sort of like refugee community.
Yes, you can surmise that.
So
You know what a refugee community looks like. This is one of them.
okay, so I guess I want to look and see if there's any areas where like it looks like herbs or like a garden is in this area for any sort of like plant-based things that they use as a resource.
You roll me an investigation check.
Oh my god, it's a critical failure.
There are no plants. Well, yes, there are no plants down here. Nope. So they must not have the gardens if there's no plants.
Okay. Is there any sort of adult sort of like otter?
Yes, you can
People
go.
around?
Would you like to go talk to an adult?
I would like to talk to an adult, please.
Okay.
So I'd like to approach the first adult otter person that I see and say, "So, how y'all get any air down here without any plants? I don't see any plants anywhere."
Oh yeah, the water over there brings a good constant stream of fresh oxygen down here, and all the fungus you see around, which, as you know,
The fungus among us?
the fungus are not plants, as you know. They actually kind of help break apart some of the water into oxygen, if you don't think about it too hard.
No, that I don't. Yep, not thinking about that one too hard. I guess. Um, say,
Yorbin?
y'all got any like herbs down here?
What do you mean by what are those?
Like medicines?
Oh yeah, we got medicines. Sure, we got
I guess-
medicines. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess-
yeah.
I guess
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm asking for is see that fellow with the glowing hands,
Oh, gray hand. Yeah.
gray
He
hand. Yeah,
he only
no,
puts
he
the glowing
seems-
hands on when he means business.
Oh, all right.
I've only seen that a few times, and whew, they are spooky. I mean, I'll tell you what, he is spooky without them on. Huh. But
Yeah.
with them on,
so-
oof.
Torque produces his mage hand and says, because it was sort of like this, but and he's like trying to like stick the mage hand on over his own hand, and it was all I had never seen nothing like that.
Now, as he watched you just like casually cast that, he's like, how did you just do that?
Well, you know what? How about a deal? One man's old trick. I guess is this a male? Ottoman? Is it an adult? Is it an old man? Who am I talking to? You got an old man voice.
I have a voice. Roll me an animal handling check to tell.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a chick, middle aged.
Gotcha. I guess so. Let me make you a deal. One knowledge seeker to another. You feel like a knowledge seeker to me.
So do I.
I am looking for a particular plant. So you need it to deal with this. And he sort of like knocks on like his peg leg.
Oh, you're missing a foot.
Yeah, no, so there's some
That's how you're doing it. Okay, I get it. I get
Well,
it now.
no,
I
that's
understand.
that's
it.
not that's not quite it.
He does not. He
that's
just
not quite
nods.
it.
He's like, okay, it's not it. He winks at you.
All right, listen, I'm looking for Farns root. You got any Farns root?
He looks up at the ceiling. He's like, do you see any sun down here?
I don't know how
You-
these
you-
things work. And
You know how
I didn't know if you
plants
had
work,
some-
right?
I didn't know if you had some supplies down here for magical medicinal purposes.
Listen, my friend. We do have supplies for medicinal purposes. I have some pack shroom that we could shove in a cut. It'll make the cut stop bleeding in the because it just fills the wound up. That's what we have as like our cutting edge technology down here.
Gotcha.
I could
All right,
also.
So
You got to make sure you spit in it first to disinfect it.
are you saying that? Are you saying that you know what Farns root is, and that it wouldn't grow down here? Where would it grow?
I mean, I assume if anything is a growing with an herb and a plant, like you said, it has been a while since I've been on the surface, but I do know that sun is required for growth.
Very well then. Yeah, it works through the missing leg. You got to cut your leg off, then your magic will work.
Well, I know how magic works. You don't have to explain
Well,
it to me. I
my
thought you were
magic.
doing some sort of non-sacrificial magic over here, which was going to be quite impressive, but I see it.
Yeah, he sees he's getting nowhere. He's like, well, I guess y'all have a nice day.
Oh, you too, partner. I'll see you around. I didn't catch your
Yeah,
name, by the way.
Yeah,
Y'all are rude as fuck.
He goes, name's Merrick.
Oh,
Merrick McIntyre.
nice to meet you, Merrick McIntyre.
Rude as fuck.
Yeah, then I dip.
Okay.
Once Philo gets a little bit comfy sitting down and stuff like that, she's gonna pull out a deck of cards with the kids and her wolf pelt and get comfortable and teach them how to play Go Fish. But she's gonna start asking the kids some questions. If that's
They
okay.
are just like amazed at how thin like this card is and like how nice it is. They're just like, wow, these are cool. Did you
You
make
like them?
these? Where did you get these?
I didn't get the. I didn't make
You
these.
didn't get these? Wow.
I didn't make these, but if you like them enough, you can have them. Look at all the different shapes on the cards.
Whoa.
So, were you kids?
Wow.
Have you ever been anywhere else but here?
Yeah, I mean we've been lots of places, sure. I mean, but have we left our like this area? No. It's dangerous
This is-
out there.
How old are you?
Me, I'm a good old 7 months old.
And are you the oldest one out of you three?
No, I'm the youngest one.
Who's the oldest?
That'd be me.
And
This one
were you-
tries to make himself a deep voice and puffs his chest out. That'd be me, sir.
Were you born
ma'am?
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the oldest. I'm the toughest.
Have you ever been to the surface?
Yeah, of course I've been to the surface lots of times.
Okay.
I was just there just before you got here. Have you been to the surface?
You were just to the surface?
Yeah, sure, I go there all the time.
Did you come through that big pile of bones?
I made the big pile of bones.
Okay. Here's more cards. They don't have any. Trying to see if one of them was like 5 and they've been down here for like 5 years or something like that.
No, yeah, I was waiting for you to ask me something, and I was gonna have you roll an insight check, but I don't think you need to do that at this point.
I'm kidding, I'm good.
You can tell the kid is trying to impress you.
Yes.
All right, Merrick, you've come to the conclusion
So,
after searching this whole you've done a loop, you've spent good 20-30 minutes checking this out. You're under
he's
the
just been gone for 30 minutes.
what?
He just like was like, cause like this dude welcomed us, right? He showed up, hey, I'm Spooky Hands. And
Hey,
he dipped for
hey, I'm Spooky Hand.
For 30 minutes.
He's like, yo, I gotta go take care of some security thing, and then I'll meet with you guys later, is what he said. And then you saw him
Okay.
doing the channel Hooga Wooga thing.
Which makes me think two things. He's very confident that he knows who we are and we're not going to cause trouble. Or he's very confident that if we do cause trouble, he can stop it real quick. He's just leaving like us and around all these innocent people.
He's like, all right, kids, take care of him. Go ahead.
That's what I mean.
Those are reasonable things to surmise, you know? It's one or the other.
Is there any other like battle weary people other than the two brothers?
Yeah, roll me a
Seems like they could
You know,
open.
because you were I'll say you were checking
We
the
were
people
attacked.
out too when you were around here. Yeah, you could tell there are just some fucking exhausted looking people here. Most of the adults are just fucking like oof. Once they realized that you guys weren't coming to kill them all, they like relaxed a ton and are like visibly like trying to de-stress right now. They're curious about you, but like they don't. You have a feeling maybe they don't have enough energy to be as curious as they'd like.
Just wondering,
I
there's
guess
no parent that's like upset that I'm just hanging out with their kids.
If anything, they're happy.
That's fair. That's fair.
They're like, oh god, so someone else is dealing with that. Thank God, I could. What else were you saying, Garrett?
I guess like does anyone look like they could cast like lightning bolt like that guy did? Like does anyone look like they would even be like capable warriors? Like are they ragtag refugees or are there any like the brothers seem confident in battle, like they could at least hold us off for a couple of rounds, but
You get the impression that at best this would be like a civilian militia, but you haven't seen like an armory. You haven't seen like you've seen maybe like two sets of or pieces of armor, like some chainmail or something. You've seen maybe like a sword, but you get the impression that if there was any sort of like if you guys wanted to, you could easily probably just take the civilians here without any sweat. You don't really get a read on Greyhand,
I
but
think part of what he's asking is like, is there anyone else that kind of looks like the brothers? Like, were they
the brothers were the only
communicating
magic
with
ones.
other people who
From what
who,
you've
like,
seen.
talk to keep like a keen eye on us or something like that?
From what you've seen, the brothers are the only magic-looking people. And you know what? You actually got. I'll give you this because you were invisible near them. They were like kind of pissed that they were like talking under their breath. They were like, "God, I can't believe Greyhand made us come here and stand watch over him in the temple. Those idiots are just loose here." They like grumbling under their breath. You like heard them saying that as you like were invisible near them, but they were keeping a more poker face when anybody else was like around, invisible to them.
so is the place alive? Did I figure that out?
You have figured out that it is probably not alive, in the sense that it's not a like animated thing that's being moving around in here. You get the sense that Greyhand is moving it, the whole cave. And based on you looking out the entrance where you guys came from, he's probably moving the whole chain of caves.
Oh, fuck.
The whole chain of caves.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like catapult. That's so fucking cool.
I don't get any sense of direction, do I?
No, and you could tell it's like pretty like once that first lurch happened, I mean, you're not really sure what direction you're even facing right now, you know? Like you've been underground for a little while.
No up or down though. Like
No, it's not up or down. It is like it's staying level. It's moving laterally somewhere, but not going up or down. I'll give you that.
take the whole town and push it somewhere else.
That's exactly what he's doing. You under that impression? Oop, gotta go. But yeah, he channels that spell for about half an hour or so, and then you guys feel actually, you're just I don't know what you guys are. Maybe this was right when Merrick figured out that he was moving the whole place was when he stopped channeling it because you felt the lurch again as you guys came into a stop. It was like a slower lurch, but you felt it, and one of the brothers goes around slowly to each of the three of you and says, Greyhand would be ready to meet with you in his temple in approximately 15 minutes.
Okay, I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Then you may stay, or if you'd wish, you can rest now and meet with him in the morning. It is up to you. Whatever you guys wish. You are our guests here.
I guess Torek says, don't see the point in waiting myself. I think we should go see this fellow.
All right, but we're gonna rest. We're going to sleep after this.
You got time to sleep when you're 400, Philo.
I don't know how to tell you this. I don't think I'm gonna reach that age.
Not with that attitude. And he stands up and starts to hobble off to follow.
Philo gets up and follows Torque.
Merrick,
A cool question out of character, Torque. What level do you have to? What level do you become powerful enough to move like 10,000? What is it? 10,000 tons?
I
With your catapult?
I don't ever, but what I do get is I can start making more spiders.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this guy can make a spider or not, so.
That's true.
So I've got that going for me.
But yes, I am up and following Torque.
Merrick, are you also going along with? Did you say you want to say anything to this dude as he talks to you, or?
No. I want to look exactly like him though.
So he like sees where you are and he like goes to go walk up to you, and as he goes, you're like you have your back to him, and he's like, excuse me, and then you turn around and you are just looking exactly like him. He's like, he looked startled for just half a moment, and then he's back to poker face and he says, your presence is requested by Greyhand in 15 minutes.
Well, Torek starts waddling off, right?
Yep.
Merrick catches up.
Cool. All right, so you guys, 4 y'all walk into this small little temple. There are 4 pillows drawn up for you guys. A little bit away from Greyhand, you see he's sitting there cross-legged facing you guys. The doesn't have his mage hands out, just has his stumps out. He's just chilling. He says, "Well, welcome, welcome. Sorry about the greet and dash, but I had an important security matter that was very time sensitive."
So, where'd you take us?
I took us approximately 15 clicks northwest of our previous location.
Wait, what do you mean took us? America, what are you talking about?
Shuffles over here, moved the whole cave somewhere else. Thought it was
Yes.
pretty clear by our conversation.
Yes, he is correct. I didn't move us necessarily as much as I asked the ground to take us somewhere else.
Wait, where I was, where we were just playing and sitting. This whole cave, you moved this whole cave?
If you want to be simple about it, yes.
What kind of personality does the ground have? Easygoing?
Very stony.
I don't think that's a personality trait.
If you knew him as well as I did, it would be. He's a little gravelly.
You know, and Torg, chuckling absolutely, because that's some pretty high end magic, no?
I mean, it does come with high-end sacrifice, but yes, it is what is needed to keep us safe.
Sacrifice. Is that why your arms are the way they are?
Yes, that it is. Few of us are blessed to have magic in our bones. And, we offer a sacrifice of flesh to let that magic out.
What are you moving? If you're this powerful, what are you running from?
And then you see, like, kind of gets like a long 1,000-yard stare in his eye. He says, "Our once good friends, our once allies, they've come to snuff the rest of us out."
You're saying you used to get along with the Amphians?
We did. We used to, but that was some time ago now.
Mighty big grudge, huh?
Well,
What happened?
considering every one of our race that is left alive is here, yeah, it is kind of tough.
What happened? What sparked all this?
To be honest, I don't know what first caused it. I just know that they started accusing us of attacking them. Accusing us of killing the innocents. We've done no such thing. just so happened that this coincided with the crossover ceremony shortly before it. But that's surely a coincidence, right?
Philo whispers under her breath, the corruption.
Now, what do you mean by this crossover ceremony, huh?
The object, the landmark you four are seeking. That is what the crossover ceremony is for. It is the celebration of the handover of the Amphians taking care of it, to the Ottoman taking care of it, and vice versa. This ceremony happens every 10 years. It is,
And it was time for the Ottoman to start taking care of it.
It was time for the Ottoman to start taking care of it yet again. But that hasn't happened since well, now we're at war apparently.
And how long has it been?
It's been a few months since the changeover ceremony was supposed to happen. But it's been about a year and a half since the event, since the fighting started.
And these Amphians, they've killed your people and pushed you back to this area?
Mercilessly.
And you in turn have taken some of theirs?
We defended where we could, but if I'm being honest, they
Surely I understand that you've been attacked, but people of theirs have died in conflict?
not nearly as many as us, but yes, a few of theirs has died in combat.
If blood has been spilled, then the origin just might not matter anymore. I guess we're here to help. If there's a way to stop all this, and
Well,
we've got
there
got
is
some-
a pressing matter. The crossover ceremony wasn't just for show. The Amphians, they're unable to harness magic. And what I know they don't know is, well, there's a great evil hidden inside the anchor that we, the Ottoman, have been sealing away for generations. And it needs to be sealed at least once every 10 years.
And if it isn't,
well, then that evil spirit will break out and cause havoc. Unimaginable havoc.
And this is connected to this. You're saying that this is all contained within the anchor.
Yes, the anchor is what contains the spirit.
Do your people, do they believe there's a possibility that, well, this evil could ever be cleansed?
Are you asking if our people have some sort of belief that redemption is possible for things? Yes, I'd say we do.
So what if I told you that we may have seen sickness similar to what your people are suffering from? And we've seen it twist the minds of people. Maybe of the Amphians. What if we told you that we were able to expel that illness and restore things back in a previous location? What if there was a chance that we could help?
I mean, that's why you are here, is it not?
Yeah, do you think your people could find peace?
All my people want is to continue living. That's why we
So-
have hidden ourselves away instead of taking an offensive. The cost would be too great.
You seem to know much more than anyone we've came across so far about basically everything we've experienced and what's going on.
Yes.
We were trapped here by someone named Vavo. And
By the way, the
I
moment you
don't-
say that word, he like visibly flinches. Like when you say his name.
yes, that's
Do we
who
know
I'm
his name
talking
personally?
about.
Yeah, do you know his name?
I think
I don't-
we do.
I don't know. Like, we as players know his name.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
it's
do we not?
No, you guys
No,
don't.
I think we know Cortana's name, right? We've heard the name Cortana, or we
Okay,
just
all
have
right. Let me
Oh,
alter.
yeah,
let me
no,
alter.
yeah.
All right,
No,
yeah,
I don't
okay.
think-
Let me alter what I said. Let me alter.
Yeah,
what I
because
said.
that's like, yeah, you don't know who this guy. You don't know his name.
Sorry. We were trapped here by, from what I understand, know him, but I know Obturna. Been to him us here.
He spits when you say that name.
Are you familiar with the being I mentioned who she serves?
Not directly, but whispers have caught my third ear. Do you
I
know,
don't know how much
who
you know about.
I serve? He points a bony arm at Merrick and he says, "He knows who I serve."
And who might that be?
We serve the same person, him and I.
I guess what if you both set it on 3?
They told us of your arrival.
Is there a
where
way that we can?
my source of magic comes from, the offering of my life, the changeover of life into death. That's where the source of the magic comes from. from her, from them.
But them, like,
So Torque looks over at Merrick and says, "Can you confirm this?" Dirt. Oh no.
Oh no, Garrett's gone.
I can continue this conversation if you guys want, but I feel like this is just such a heat conversation for him to be a part of.
It is.
No, I'm here. I was on mute.
Oh, thank God.
Oh. Okay, I started saying stuff now. I gotta think of what was the last thing
Yes.
you were talking about?
Torque asked if you could confirm that they serve the same person. They serve the same person as you.
Okay, so Merrick kind of brushes off that question and addresses the otter guy. At the crossover ceremony 10 years ago, something went wrong, didn't it?
It wasn't as smooth as they historically are, no.
Merrick's, all right, Merrick's about to get super pissed off. If this goes the way that I think it's going to. And, yeah, just be ready, I guess. What is he? Does he continue?
No, he just said, yeah. It was a little weird, but that was a full, complete sentence.
Okay. Merrick's eye, like, lights on fire through his disguise. Explain yourself.
I have been explaining myself. What do you wish to know?
"10 years ago, at the crossover ceremony,
It was, when I, in the past, when me and my people have prayed to them, to the sisters. Never before have they responded. 11 years ago was the first time they ever did. And they've never stopped speaking to me since then.
you worship a false prophet."
Everything
You do not.
everything they've said has come true.
You serve not who you think you do.
Well, agree to disagree then. I'm sorry, I thought you were their scion. Are you not, seer?
10 years ago, whatever you did sealed away that he claimed to revere. And in fixing your mistake, we lost a good friend for a long time.
Hold on a second. This is out of character. This is 10 years ago in the Feywild. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been here for 10 years?
Yes,
It's been here.
roughly.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how my head works, is that 10 years ago, whoever spoke to them wasn't Lutera Massage, if that's who they're referring to. And whatever they did, sealed them away in our plane and caused the leak out that we went in to friggin' fix and that Tavi got lost in. So that's why Merrick's pissed, is because this guy fucking lost Tavi.
Well, Merrick would know that Masag was sealed away in that Ichor for a really, really, really long time, much longer than 10 years ago in the Feywild. Like hundreds of years she's been sealed away in your time.
Oh. All right, maybe. What about Lutera would have been more recent, though, right? Or no?
So the whole this guy hearing them for the first time was you freeing them.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you had the cause and effect the wrong way. You were the cause, and the effect was Lutera and Masag now spoke again to the Ottoman.
I thought. All right, never mind.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear.
No, I jumped to conclude.
We're still out of character. To me, that 100% makes sense from what you've been saying, and it seems to me like maybe the Amphians were taken advantage of because their lack of magical knowledge, and possibly Vavo's influence caused them to not allow this power to be locked away anymore.
I'm trying to pretended to be the Raven Queen to us. Like, I'm sure she's pretended to be other deities to other people to gain influence.
You don't get called the Queen of Lies for nothing. You know, it's not the Queen of One
I'm
Lie.
like, you're friggin'... Merrick's like, they're serving up Turner right now. She's playing like a fiddle. That's what I was going for, but...
So then the way that, like, I will play this out in character is, like, you get, like, a brush. You get, like, a feeling. You know, like the same feeling you get when you cast your magic. That, like, nah, bro, he's cool. You feel like that whisper on your ear. Like, he's with us, bro. It's cool.
So Torque looks over at Merrick and goes, "Hey, you know, I may be thick or something, but it feels like y'all may have a mutual friend or two." What do you think, Merrick? You think we sheathe some knives and maybe see if we can't cut a deal here? I think we may have some overlapping goals.
The difference between us is that I'm not derelict in my responsibilities.
Oof.
But I suppose you're right, Torek. For the greater good, we'll sheathe some knives.
In fairness, you also don't have a race to protect. If what he's saying is true, he's also doing what he has to do to protect the last of his people. That's a burden you didn't have to endure. And to me, it looks like he's doing what he has to do to survive.
He assumes himself so grand that he is responsible for his people, when he knows for a fact that there are others who are taking responsibility. And if he had been doing his job, they would have done theirs.
How about I offer a bit of knowledge as a sign of friendship? Do you know Lutera Masag's brothers and sisters? Do you know the Order?
Not exactly. Specifically.
Do you wish to know the members of the Order?
I don't see how any other information could be any more relevant than that at this point.
I could tell it's been burning in the back of your brain.
Well, out with it.
We have, as you know, the first two of the Order of Lutera and Masag, the oldest, twin sisters. You have their brother, Olato the Wild. His brother, Alphonse the Ingenuous. You have his brother, Sigrasil the Changing. And their last sibling, Set the Conqueror. Those are the 6 siblings of the Order.
Out of character. Great. For a second.
Yeah.
Temple. Like the dude served an archfey, but it wasn't Lutera Massage. I was just wondering if it was their sibling or if it was like a lesser guy.
He, yeah, you remember
You know
him. He worshipped Olato.
Olato's the first brother.
Yeah, yep.
So there's 6 archfey.
Yes.
See, Merrick, do you You know any of them? You heard their names before?
You do as well, Torek, as does Philo.
I mean, no, I know the names Lucera and Masag, but I mean, Alato, Alphonse, Circusil said. I don't know if I've heard those before.
In the temple, we faced off with a disciple of Olato.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
And you know the Clush, those are corruptions from Olato as well. So that kind of makes sense. I haven't heard of those other ones though. So that was Tavi, in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
I forget sometimes my voices just fucking blend together.
Craig, you do great voices.
Bobby, how you doing?
Yeah, the new Tommy voice is almost like a little bit deeper, crackled Craig.
Yeah, that's it. It just changes a little bit.
It's gruff Craig.
Yeah,
Gruff Craig, yeah.
Gruff Craig.
It's like Griffin's fucking. Oh god, what's the orc bitch's name? Right at the beginning. Nope, it's gone. Never mind.
No way.
Yep.
Can I forget this?
It's gone out of your brain too.
What?
In the Adventure Zone, the balance.
The one with the bow.
Yeah, the crossbow right at the beginning. His first like character voice, and it's just like
Yeah, it's.
Griffin talking.
Thought it was gonna come to me there. Didn't
Yeah, it's not Carrie. It's the other one.
Killian.
Killian. Yeah, Killian's voice. Griffin's Killian voice is just Griffin. So that's Craig's Tavi voice. It's just Craig.
You think now these six? Do they
Are you in character or out of character?
in character? These six they hang around the anchors. Any of these have anything to do with the evil captured in the anchor?
The Order are the strongest, most influential of the Fae. They are the council that were responsible for keeping order and protection over the Feywild.
What we did with the sisters. Is it possible that their 4 siblings are also trapped away?
Not just possible, but probable. That or worse.
It seems that Olato may be more.
So I hope you take this token of knowledge as a sign of goodwill and faith.
I mean,
I admit I may have been rash.
I'm good, guys. I'm sold. Honestly,
Torek.
we haven't made many friends on this side of the door, portal, whatever you want to call it. So
The Dordle.
Yes, the Dordle. Of course, the Dordle. Why didn't I not think of the Dordle?
So who brought us here? Who's in our world? He obviously locked all of them away for a reason. They're the only ones who can stop him. we've done it twice now. To me, it seems like we've got to do it 4 more times.
Does he respond at all when he says that we've done it twice now?
Not particularly. He knows. He knows what
Yeah,
you
I think
did
he
for
already
those two.
knows, right? Yeah.
Lutera and Masag have spoken to him.
I think that's why he already knows who we are and why we're here, right?
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So you'll take us to this. You'll take us to the anchor then, and you'll allow us to try to help you.
We will. Yes. I will bring us close to it. I'm sure I can convince my sons to help you. And yes, the goal it will be to take back and cleanse our sacred shrine. Our most sacred shrine.
Great. Then we can work together then. No.
I see no reason not.
So I guess there's something that we could use your help with if you're going to be helping. If we're going to be helping you,
Right. We must scratch each other's back first before work can be done.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
you seem like a real powerful, magic fella.
I am unable to help you with your ailment, Torek. I am sorry.
You can't cure the golden foot.
I am unable to help you with your ailment, Torek. I am sorry.
It's a real bitch, you know that.
I knew it was coming. And the whole
All right.
whole lineup before that was a little scuffed too. We're here to help you. No, we're here to help both our worlds together. What do you mean we're just doing it to scratch us? Our world is probably being fucked right now by this guy.
Yo, but honestly,
we're just helping you, right? We're not.
honestly, I'm not
going
to be able to enjoy the world if my foot. If somebody could kill me in my foot, I just want to understand what the
I
priorities
think you
are.
need
That's
to.
all.
I think you just need to give one of us your golden foot, so you don't think about it as much.
All right. So let's.
What are you saying, Garrett?
Merrick puts his hand on Torek's shoulder and says, "No, you're working real hard at this and all, but even if you cure the foot, how are you going to put it back on?"
Well, after seeing what this guy can do, not sure I'm going to put it back on. But
Philo puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "Hey, listen. Even you do cure the foot and you lose the leg, you lose 1d8 damage."
All right, everybody, and with that, we're gonna end tonight's episode because that is you cannot top it. You're gonna, but think about the 1d8 damage and not your foot. We really need that help. Wow.
You get it.
I'll consider it.